just what's on your mind. What you drinking? Is that whiskey on your...
What is up, LA? What is going on? This is Barbon coming at you with episode 3 of the Showtime Forum. And with me, like always, is Mr. Audel del Toro.
What up?
What's going on, bro? It's kind of a chilly night tonight.
Yeah, man. This night is just in shambles.
Dude, oh my God, man. So for those of you guys, that aren't we're just gonna get into it. So for those of you guys that don't know, Magic Johnson just pretty much stepped down officially. Within the last 2 hours?
Yep.
Yeah, we had this whole show planned out. We've been working on it for a bit, and and then literally this happened like 2 hours ago, and I'm like, all right. So I don't think we're gonna do the show that we were planning for, right?
Scratch that.
Yeah, man. So, I've been doing a lot of reading. I've been, checking out what's going on, and I had to look back at a specific episode that happened this season because I'm calling bull. Dude, this whole thing with Magic is bull. Straight up, dude, all the way.
Really?
All the way, dude. There's no way for Magic to come out here. Some of the stuff he was saying to me, like, look, the reason that he's stepping down or whatever his reasons he gave for stepping down, I don't have a problem with it. He feels like, this isn't for him anymore and he's not happy or whatever the case. Fine, I get that, man. I've been there. But dude, some of the stuff he was saying were like just blatant lies, and I don't know how to swallow them. Don't say it. Well, anyway, so let me backtrack a little bit to this quote. So this quote is from ESPN. It's a Dave McMenamin article from February 11th this year. So it's right after the trade deadline where Magic Johnson met with the players and had that meeting with the players, I think in Philly.
Right.
And he goes ahead and says, quit making this about thinking these guys are babies because that's what you're treating them like. They're professionals, all of them. And this is how the league works. They know it. I know it. That's how it goes. Goes on to say some more stuff, and then he ends up, the quote pretty much ends with, this is a part of the league. You've got a good side of the business that we get paid to be professional basketball players for, and there's deals like this. Mm-hmm. So as far as I'm concerned right now, Magic is very aware of how the NBA works, and he understands that there is an ugly side of the business, right?
Right.
So I'm just confused as how he came in here, this tenured businessman. I mean, this guy is a mogul, right? Mm-hmm. Especially in LA. So this guy's been doing this for what, 30 years about?
Give or take. Mm-hmm.
He's never fired a guy before? He's never had to fire a guy? Because this whole, hey, I couldn't hurt Jeanie. I couldn't hurt Jeanie by pretty much, it sounds like firing Luke. That sounds like crap to me, dude. That sounds like straight up crap to me.
I don't think it's crap how you're saying it. I really do believe that he has like some kind of love type of passionate sister brother bond that he has with Jeanie, that he just doesn't want to hurt her by firing Luke. And I know she's been having Luke's back, and she's kind of saying, Magic, you can do it if you want, do what you want to do, but at the same time, let's kind of give Luke another chance here. And Magic he's done with Luke. He's been done for months now. He's been saying, it's been on the record that he's the Lakers and Magic and Rob and all of them, they don't want to go further with Luke, and Jeanie still kind of does. So Magic doesn't want to break her heart, like he said, or hurt her by firing Luke. He doesn't want to be that guy. Mm-hmm.
But that's what he's paid for. That's exactly the guy he's supposed to be.
True.
Right?
No, that's right. But if let's say you worked with your sister and you have to fire her best friend or the guy that she's not so much after, but the guy that she supported since day one, are you going to be able to say, sorry, sister, but I got to fire him? That easy?
No, I mean, you're not, but here's the thing. His relationship is with Jeanie, right?
Right.
So brother, sister, the whole deal, right? I get that, and I understand that. But this is a business, and Jeanie's a big girl, right? From what I understand, we shouldn't treat her, I'm assuming this applies to her as well, but we shouldn't treat her like a baby because, that's what you're treating her like, Audel.
Yeah.
She's a professional. All of them, really. Mm-hmm. And this is how the league works,
Yeah.
They know it. We know it. That's how it goes, man.
No, you're right. I mean, it's just, if that was my sister, it'd be tough for me to fire the person she's going to war for. You know what I mean? So it would just be hard for me. And I know Magic is probably going through the same thing. But you're possibly right. It could be some crap or some BS that he's just trying to get away from, or he doesn't want to be the scapegoat, or he doesn't want to be blamed for, or like maybe he knows that Lakers aren't getting anyone this summer, and he's like, I better get out of here before they get me out of here. I don't know. I don't know.
Okay, and I feel that. I feel that completely. I went over that scenario, so I was okay. Maybe he knows something, but how on earth would he possibly know that? That's what I'm saying. It's like, because there could still be other teams that all of a sudden want to ship their guys. Look at DeMar DeRozan. Who thought DeMar DeRozan was going to get shipped off last season, right? Mm-hmm. He was not on the radar at all, and all of a sudden he's a San Antonio Spur. So I thought about that, and this to me looks like Magic threw a fit. This to me looks like Magic is having a lot of pushback, firing Luke. I don't know if it's from Rob, from the impromptu press conference that he did. I noticed that he did not give any props to Luke, and he did not give any props to Rob.
Right.
He didn't say anything derogatory about them or negative, but he was sitting there praising everybody, dude. B.I., Lonzo, Kuz, LeBron. This fool was sitting there. He was sitting there praising Michael Thompson. Michael Thompson. Dude, yeah. He was sitting there saying his goodbyes like he's not going to come back. Yeah. But at the same time, he's saying, hey, I'm going to be here. Like he doesn't know he's welcome with the Lakers. It doesn't make sense to me. To me, it looks like he got pushed back from this. Something's going on with this whole firing Luke things. He got pushed back and he threw a fit. And he threw a fit and pretty much said, I'm bouncing. Because that, to me, the impromptu thing, the way he was going about it, the things he was saying, the fact that he couldn't tell Jeanie Buss to her face. I can't believe that a grown man, 59-year-old grown man, cannot talk to a woman that's supposedly his sister and can't see that that's the best route to go in addressing this issue. And I'm not even like trying to defend Jeanie, but I'm just saying I just call BS on him, man. I feel like this was already in play and this is just like a spin job, whether it's just Magic or Magic and the Lakers. I don't know.
Yeah, no. Love is blind, man. Love will make you do some crazy things and make you not do some crazy things.
Yeah, man.
I mean, for him to not go up to her and let her know, beforehand that he was gonna step down or resign, that was pretty odd and out of the ordinary for him not to do that. But he did mention Rob actually in his interview. He said he didn't know Rob before Jeanie put them both together to work together. So it's kind of like you didn't know Rob Pelinka before you even started working with him. That's a big quote for me.
Yeah. Well, but that is something that is common in some places, He doesn't have to know Rob Pelinka, They just work, like he said, they're just working together. But something that I saw, they were talking about that Rob and Magic actually met with LeBron on Saturday. Did you see that?
Yeah, I have the quote right here from Woj. He was saying, let me go back to it. Hold on a second. He said Magic and Rob Pelinka visited with LeBron James and agent Rich Paul on Saturday, league sources tell ESPN. Johnson offered no indication that he was on the brink of bailing on the Lakers, sources said.
So the timeline is kind of it's just so the timeline is this. So Saturday, him and Rob met with LeBron. Sunday game, right? They played on Sunday.
Right.
Yesterday, LeBron drops this CBS interview.
And he mentioned it as well.
And he's just amping up the Lakers. Like to me, it seems like he was hyping up the Lakers brand, but he was giving it was a really big rah-rah type job, And it just kind of seemed, at first I didn't think much of it, but now it just seems way too convenient. Like the timing of it just seems a little bit like what would kind of offset some bad news, maybe as much good news as possible, right?
Yeah.
I don't know. Everything the way it's going down, the impromptu meeting, and now Jeanie wasn't going to the game, right? And then she comes out with her tweet just maybe like 20 minutes ago saying that she loves Magic and it was a pleasure working side by side with him and whatnot. But I don't know, all this just something don't smell right.
I felt LeBron's interview with Jim Hill was genuine. I thought it was legit, and I thought he was passionate about it, and he sounded like he was keeping it 100 the whole time. So, and then even Jim Hill at the end of the interview said, "Thank you, LeBron. We need you. Like LA needs you." Like that was. I thought it was a genuine interview. And I don't know why Magic. He mentioned it. Like he told Jim Hill, after I watched the interview with you and LeBron, I made my decision. He said that. Now I don't think anybody caught that, so I'm like, wait. So Magic saw.
I heard it. Yeah.
What?
So I'm saying, but he said he decided today. He said today. He said today is the day he decided, right? But that's what I'm saying. So to me, I don't think he decided this today. I think he decided this like maybe ended last week or something, or because that's what I'm saying. Him meeting with Rob, there's no way he makes this decision without telling LeBron. Like just out of respect, right? As an NBA legend, as a businessman, as the guy who not lured him, but was a part of him coming to LA. There's no way that he just goes and says, "All right, so LeBron came to LA to kind of expand his business ventures in LA. I am a iconic mogul, specifically in LA. So I'm gonna burn my bridge with LeBron and not tell him, and I'm just gonna oh my God, I woke up this morning and because there hasn't even been a tweet from LeBron, and LeBron lives on social media apparently, right?
Yeah.
He's not in 0 dark 30. There ain't no playoffs for him.
Right.
So I don't know, man.
So you don't think it has anything to do with him wanting to? He was kind of juggling between his business ventures and being the Lakers president of basketball operations. You don't think it has to do with him wanting to just focus on his business and, not really give a damn about the Lakers and do his own thing? And he said he wanted to be Serena's mentor, and he wanted to go train with Ben Simmons, and he wanted to be able to be at Wade's game, and he wanted to be able to tweet to players.
Hold on. So you want me to believe that this fool Magic Johnson just told us as Laker fans to our face that he's pretty much quitting over the fact that he can't tweet for Russ's 2020 game and Dwayne Wade's retirement, and because he can't mentor Ben Simmons, he just quits being president of the Lakers.
Yeah. You don't think so?
I mean, all right, more props to him, bro. But dude, I don't know. I mean, they got something on my forehead or something like stupid written or something. I don't know, bro. That's tough to swallow for me, man. I hold him in pretty high reverence, and I think he's a smart guy. I think, everybody that works in the Lakers, most people that work in the Lakers organization are smart people. And there's no way that this got through their entire press team and nobody knew about it.
Yeah.
There's no, I don't know, bro.
Yeah, I was even gonna say if he met with Rich, Paul, and LeBron on Saturday, and then maybe they told him something. It's a reach, but maybe if they told him something that he didn't like or they had some kind of disagreement, maybe that had something to do with his decision. But he would have made that decision Sunday if that was the case, right? Or even yesterday.
But that's what I'm saying. So to me, it seemed like he was throwing a fit. But obviously, he's not going to come across to us like he's throwing a fit. To me, it just seems like he's not getting something, which has to be the Luke thing, like you're saying.
This all has to do with Luke, you're saying?
I think it has to do with Luke. I mean, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe he just wants. But dude, to me, obviously, this is within the first few hours of it coming out. So maybe some stuff changes. But as of right now, from everything I see on the table, this has to be about Luke. There's no way, dude. There's no way. He's sitting there talking about how much he loves Jeanie, doesn't want to hurt her. What's going to hurt her? Firing Luke, most likely, right? But at the same time, Jeanie's also called herself the what is it? What's the Game of Thrones?
Mother of Dragons?
The Mother of Dragons. Sorry, guys.
See, she's really the Mother of Dragons now.
Well, that's what I'm saying. So she throws that out. He's throwing this out. So is she the Mother of Dragons, or is she just this brittle woman that he's just not going to be able to? Well, I shouldn't say that. He just said he couldn't do it, I guess. So yeah. I won't put that out there.
That's the question now. Where do we go from here? Does Jeanie Buss make that decision and fire Rob, or does she fire Luke, the coaching staff? Where do we go from here? Who makes the decisions here?
Well, I mean, at this point, I feel like it's got to be Rob, right? And I'm assuming that Jeanie's gonna probably have to step in a little bit, maybe to assist or something. But I can't imagine that Jeanie's gonna be the one doing this.
I mean, she's the main head right now. Rob is just the GM. He's just the one that makes the deals and the player acquisitions and signs and cuts guys. But you got to have someone that's the president of basketball operations.
I completely agree. But so here's the thing, though. So he doesn't want to hurt Jeanie. So him knowing that he's stepping out, he knows it's going to be Rob and Jeanie now's show, right? So if Luke was out the door and there was no pushback with that, then Jeanie would be the one Jeanie or Rob would be the ones making the deal, right? And pretty much telling Luke, hey, you're out of here, right?
I honestly think that they're going to hire a president of basketball operations before they fire anybody else, and let that president of basketball operations make the decisions internally whether he wants to keep Luke, fire Rob Pelinka, who does he want as GM. I think they're going to let whoever comes in make those decisions, but they got to hire someone quick.
But did you think that this morning? Did you think that Luke was going to be gone in midsummer?
Oh, no, I thought he was going to be gone after the game tonight.
Right? So that's what I'm saying. So this morning we all woke up and we're all talking about how Luke's probably gone in the next 24 to 48 hours, right? So that's what we're talking about. So that was what was in place. Those were the rumors that were stirring.
Mm-hmm.
And now all of a sudden this happens, and now she's gonna wait till midsummer to do it. Because if the plan the whole time was, hey, we're gonna fire Luke, which we've all kind of known that Magic wanted to get rid of him, right? Mm-hmm. So if the plan was let's get rid of Luke as of this morning, so what is Magic talking about?
That was Luke's plan. That was Magic's plan to fire Luke.
Okay.
Jeanie doesn't want that.
Okay.
So I'm sure you can hire a president of basketball operations in the next 48 hours or in the next 2 or 3 days before, I mean, they got exit interviews. Who's going to do the exit interviews? Marco Nunez?
I mean, the exit interviews aren't really all that important. I mean,
it's just saying, you have no one there to take principle and to take leadership.
Actually, I know somebody who might be doing the exit interviews. Let me hold on one second. Let me reflect back on a proverb I like to reflect back on. Proverbs 18:10 for those of you guys who haven't been following me. The name of the Lord is a strong tower. The righteous run into it and are safe. I don't know what that means, but I just figured.
You Rob Palinka'd it.
I'm Rob Palinka'd it. So it's gonna be a really long exit interview. Is what it is. But I'm saying his story's not matching up with what the timeline looks like, mm-hmm. right? If the whole deal was it wasn't about Luke, because that's what he said, right? Somebody straight up asked him like, "Is this over Luke?" And he said no. So who's he referring to? He said something about ending somebody's livelihood, right?
Yeah, he said him. He mentioned as him.
As himself?
No. He said, I don't want to be the one to make this decision on someone's life. And he's talking about Luke the whole time.
Yeah, but what livelihood, bro? Because if he gets canned, he's still paid. His contract is guaranteed, so it's not like he's out on the streets. And
yeah, right, but who wants to be fired?
But, dude, he'll get – what have we said several times? If the Lakers fired him, how hard was it going to be for him to get a job?
Yeah.
He's going to get scooped up immediately.
Oh, yeah.
Immediately. That's what I'm saying, is that the livelihood doesn't – to me, he threw a fit. Then he did a spin job, and he threw on the waterworks. And I've never seen this. But, I mean, if this is true, then, a lot more respect. I've lost a lot more respect for Magic. But today, honestly, dude, I lost quite a bit of respect for Magic, just as far as a businessman, as the competitor I thought he was.
Yeah.
I mean, as far as I know, this guy was just an assassin, right, with a big smile on his face. But today, dude, it was like he just like reeked of quitter.
Yeah, you know what? And it makes me wonder what Jeanie loves so much about Luke. I know the players love him, and everyone talks about how great of and a nice guy he is. But what does Jeanie love so much about Luke that she's like, going to war for him and defending his name and wanting him to be back? And I just don't understand. Like, what is it? What's the big deal with Luke that she wants him around still?
I mean, it might be just the fact that maybe she keeps it very basic. Maybe she keeps it very simple. And honestly, I mean, if you look at it from a simple viewpoint, he doesn't deserve to get fired this year. He doesn't. There's no way. Like, if you took the injuries out and let's say we go into the second round, mm-hmm. Are you saying that he gets fired?
No. So
the injuries played like the biggest part. And then the other part was the fact that how the front office handled it. That was probably about 70-80% of the season. Yes, sure. Luke had rotation problems and all that. I get that. But that was like 10%, 15% max that I can chalk up to like the failures of this season. Yeah. Right? So that's what I'm saying. If you look at it from a simple viewpoint, which maybe is where Jeanie's looking at it, he doesn't deserve to get fired. Everything else is just the reason they were wanting to get rid of him is because now they came in and they wanted to hire their own coach, not necessarily because Luke really deserved it. They were just putting a spin job on all the rest of it, right, and trying to pin it on him. But I mean, because even when Magic admonished him, that was like what 10, not even 20 games into the season, mm-hmm. after he had just said, "Oh, we're going to be patient" and all that stuff. And I don't know. That's what I'm saying. It's been a spin job, but the fact that he was sitting up there crying and the fact that I have to question his emotions to me is, I don't know, it says a lot to me. Because, I mean, I love Magic, dude, and I've always been a Magic guy, and I still am. But today I saw a side of him that I saw businessman Herb. Yeah. Sprinkled in with a little bit of Magic.
100%.
Yeah, this wasn't Magic Johnson. Because Magic Johnson doesn't quit in this scenario.
Yeah, right. And at this point, you got to believe that there's more to it than what we're hearing and what Magic has said. We might hear, from some of the reporters coming out in the next few days or next hours, what the real story is behind why he had to step down or why he wanted to step down. It just sounds too. I don't know. It doesn't sound real. It doesn't sound legit. And I know you're saying it's bullcrap. And I was kind of like at first I was saying, you know what? Maybe he does really want to go and build his business and get it and go mentor Serena Williams and do his own thing. And I thought it was maybe that's the reality of it. But you have one of the greatest jobs in sports. You're the president of basketball operations for the Los Angeles Lakers, and it's your team. You have so much love and passion towards this team. How do you just one day wake up and say, "I'm tired of this crap. I'm rich. I don't deserve this." Excuse my language.
I'll cut it out. I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like, even if that was the truth, like even if it was like, I really want to give back to the community, mentor guys, all that stuff. I want to just go back to being happy. Even if that's the truth, the way he went about this is just so weird. Like for him to just do the impromptu meeting, not tell Jeanie at all. To me, it's just as a person, I'm thinking like, I know that that's not the way you go about this news, especially if you say, oh, I love this person. And I mean, maybe I'm just out of touch because obviously they're in a different realm of this world, but maybe I'm just out of touch and this is okay for them to just relay information through the media. I don't know. It doesn't add up, man. It wasn't professional at all. But then I guess it adds up with everything he's been doing because he's been sitting here telling guys to be professional. Mm-hmm. I mean, this to me just does not reek of being professional at all. Beginning of the season, he said they were going to be patient. He was not patient at all. What else did he say? What else did he say? There was something else. Oh, he sat there and said that this roster, the way they built this roster was, blah, blah, this and that. And then it wasn't that at all. So I guess that's actually been pretty consistent. But as far as like the Jeanie stuff that you were saying, I just think, I don't know if maybe Jeanie maybe sides with me, maybe she's looking for continuity, maybe she thinks building a little continuity is going to actually do big things for the Lakers. I mean, we've all kind of discussed it, right? We've talked about it. Egg, everybody on Showtime forums kind of discussed where what our options are, and none of the options are really that much better than Luke Walton. None of them. Like the realistic options, Ty Lue, Juwan Howard. I mean, these are guys that are, if they're a little bit better than Luke, maybe that's it. But to start brand new, I don't know, man. I can't see it.
So do you have anybody in mind or anybody in particular that you think would be a good idea to bring in as the president of basketball operations?
Dude, honestly, even at this point, I mean, I know people are saying like Jerry West and stuff, but I don't think that happens. Or actually, wait, Jerry and Magic don't really get along, right?
I think it was more the issue was more with Jeanie and Jerry, because something happened with Dr. Buss. He promised he was going to pay Jerry West a certain amount of money if they won the finals, or if he brought in some superstars or something. I don't remember exactly what it was, but Dr. Buss never paid him, and Jerry West made a big deal about it, and it was something that he took even after his grave. He took it with him, and Jerry West was still upset about it, and Jeanie was like, we'll give you your money. They paid him off, and it kind of ended in bad blood. That's what I've heard. So I don't know if Jeanie would put her pride aside and bring in Jerry West, which I think would be the perfect choice to bring in, and he's the only guy that I can see turning this franchise around.
I don't know, man. This whole thing just smells fishy to me. I don't. I mean, I know I do not want to be called another conspiracist. Sorry, tongue-tied. I don't want you guys calling me a conspiracist tomorrow on Showtime Forum, but I don't. It smells funny. I said it last week with the LeVar stuff, right? It smelled funny.
Yeah.
Right. And I just want to go on record, actually, while we're on air real quick, that I did kind of say that the LeVar thing was going to end up, the LeVar Lonzo thing was going to end up as a finale or as a sneak preview on LeVar. What is it, LeVar?
Ball on the Family?
Right? Yeah, Ball on the Family.
And it sure did.
Right? Straight up. What did I say? I said it.
I think, you know what? I think you're involved with Triple B, man.
I
think, look, you have ties with BBB. Are you a big baller?
I mean, I am a big baller, bro, but I don't want to. I'm not gonna put any type of comment out there right now, okay? Because
you know a lot about BBB, man.
Dude, I'm just saying. I love LeVar. Me and him. He's like my brother, so I can't really, speak on this right now because I don't want to hurt somebody.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, I'm just keeping it real, right?
Got the intel.
I don't know, bro, but I get it, man. I get it. He's Magic Johnson. It's tough to hear it this way, but dude, this is This is Magic throwing a fit. So who knows, man? Maybe Rob's the next guy out.
Yeah.
But they weren't a tandem, so why would Rob be out? I guess.
That's another one I was gonna ask you about. If you had a specific name, if he is fired, if you have a specific guy in mind you want as GM.
Nah, man. Honestly, you mean as GM if Rob gets fired?
Yeah.
Oh, if Rob gets fired, I think David Griffin's got to be the guy.
Hands down.
Oh, easy. Yeah, I mean,
Easy choice.
Easy choice. Yeah, there's no other choice.
Yeah, no, David Griffin, he's just perfect for the job.
Yes, I mean, I don't know if that happens, but I mean, that's the logical choice.
Yeah.
But I mean, what about David Griffin coming in as the president?
You know, I heard a lot of that on Twitter, and I was like, hey, that's kind of intriguing.
Right.
David Griffin as the president of basketball operations, and I'm sure he'd kind of be the GM as well. But
you could keep Rob. Remember, they've been saying how come they didn't hire anybody that Rob could kind of rely on and lean on. At that point, David Griffin can be the president and still kind of be the final decision and kind of steer Rob when he's making mistakes, right?
Yeah, but I think Rob Pelinka's name is just kind of watered down around the league, and no one really wants to work with him. No one likes him. It's real. It's real. Nobody messes with him. Nobody wanted to talk to him. They wanted Magic on the phone. So I don't think Rob Pelinka should be. I don't think he's the right guy for this job. So I would definitely bring in if David Griffin is the president, to bring in his own guy as to be the GM, and he can kind of guide through. But wouldn't it be a great story if Jerry West was brought in and he gets to mentor his son to be the GM?
Wow, I didn't even think about that. Yeah,
Ryan West.
Yeah,
Ryan West is a G, man. He's a genius.
Yeah, well, dude, our drafts the last few years between him and
Joey Buss and Jesse.
Joey Buss, yeah. Oh man, dude, they've been killing it, dude. Mm-hmm. Joey, Jesse, the South Bay Lakers have lit pretty
South
good.
Bay Lakers are lit.
What are we talking about? Last year we were defending summertime or not defending. We were summer league champions.
Yeah.
Over here freaking tripping, dude. Oh man, dude, what the hizzle just happened tonight?
I know, I'm exhausted.
Dude, we're not even talking about the game. We're not even talking about the fact that it's the last game of the season. Now
Did we win?
Does it matter?
I mean, it kind of does. If we lost, that'd be great because we get that 10th pick.
Dude, that pick's not gonna see the light of day, bro. Yeah, I think so. Yeah, Greg's on, so yeah, it's got to be on. But damn, it's too close for comfort, bro. Too close for comfort. Well, I don't know, man, but it's gonna be a long, long summer, dude. This is gonna be such a long summer.
Yeah, I'm ready though. I'm ready.
Oh, me too, dude.
This is gonna be the most exciting part of the whole season this summer.
Yeah, no, honestly, it is. It is gonna be an exciting summer. All right, man. I don't know. I think at this point we've kind of just spoken on everything we need to speak at this point. Hopefully, the story is going to still develop, and maybe next week we'll have some more information for you guys, and we'll touch on it. But obviously tonight's the last game. If hopefully you caught the last game of the Showtime Forum post game. So if you didn't, we're still going to be on. We're still going to do some different stuff in the summer. We'll probably have Greg on the podcast as well. We'll do some other stuff. So. And Greg's obviously he's got his Dodger stuff, so he's wrapped up over there. But we're gonna try to get him on over here too. We'll peer pressure him. Worst case, we can always bring a Melo fan. If we could find a Melo fan around here, right? But
we could find a Melo fan. We could find a Jimmy Butler fan.
Oh yeah, we could find a lot of guys. So hopefully,
guys out
we're gonna have to peer pressure some of these Showtime Forum guys to come out from behind the curtains, right?
Yep.
But yeah, man, thanks for listening to us, guys. We really appreciate it. From everybody on the Showtime Forum platform, we are very appreciative of your time, just for tuning into the show, to the podcast, to the post-game show on the platforms. We really, really do appreciate it. We do spend a lot of time on this stuff for you guys. So hopefully you guys are enjoying it. Once again, you can catch me on the bulletinboardmaterial.com. I have all my platforms on there, or you can catch me on everything else at Ray_El Barbon. Audel, you can catch him on Twitter at AudZ with 2 E's and then an underscore at the end. You can catch him on Instagram with AudZ with 3 E's underscore at the end, right? Or you can catch us on the Showtime Forum platforms. Obviously, we're there, we live there, we sleep there, we eat there. It is what it is. But we appreciate it, and I guess now not only are we hoping for a new season, I guess now we're hoping for a new president of basketball. Yeah. What the heck is going on, man? Oh man! All right, guys. We'll catch you guys next week. I hope I'm gonna have to try to get some Twilight music to play, because this is what I feel like right now.
I got you.
All right, guys. Catch you guys next week.
Peace.